Rockets here at home in this Western Conference matchup live here in Houston. Bringing you some fun on a Monday night. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here along with Clark Hillo and Steve Kerr. This is a one-and-done trip for Minnesota before going back to their Timberwolves fans up in Minneapolis. This is an important game for them because they've really been struggling. Just one win in their last 5 games.
And this one's about pride, guys, because if you lose this one, you will have lost all 3 matchups with this club this season. They're trying to avoid that sweep for sure.
Steve, no question about that. I mean, just for the sake of confidence going forward, it's important they prove to themselves they can beat this team. It would be very demoralizing if they finish the season 0-3 against this group.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Wiggins is out there with Young. And there's Pekovic. Then there's Martin. And it's Levine at the point guard position. And so the Houston Rockets get the first points of the ball game. Kevin Martin on the wing. Pass to Pekovic. Martin with the screen for Pekovic. And Wiggins gets it to go on the assist from Pekovic.
And that's why teams emphasize the use of screens and picks just to get you some open looks like that one.
Screen by Howard. Fry passes to Howard. And now the Timberwolves on the break.
And the defense looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Yeah, I like that. Foul to save the layup. They can earn it at the line.
The Timberwolves shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe. He hits the second from the line. And here are the Rockets now. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
And a very confident performance offensively, I think, guys, is really how this team clicks. I mean, when they're communicating and executing, sharing the ball, they're tough to beat.
And Steve, you got to love that kind of performance on the road. I mean, to be a great team in the NBA, you have to be able to have that kind of performance in the other team's building. Really solid.
Here's Levine after the made shot from Fry. Left side, Martin. Now here's Wiggins. Not a lot of room. Shot clock at 3. And he gets it to go.
Now some weak defensive coverage there. And I'm pretty sure they didn't plan on starting this game out like that, giving such easy access to the rim.
Now here's Fry. Against Miami, he was really on his game. There's the feed to Howard. This is his first trip to the line tonight. The first one falls. He doesn't get the second one.
Well, he could have done a little better on that trip to the foul line, but he was able to tie this game up.
Levine gets to Wiggins. Levine passes to Wiggins. Here's Levine. Dishes to Wiggins. The kick out to Young. It's rebounded by Houston. Last time they met was in Minnesota, where they beat the Timberwolves.
You know, that last game I thought was an evenly played game, but the difference was the big discrepancy in the free throw percentage in their favor. That's what helped them win.
Wiggins, rebounded by Covington.
You know, typically, guys, he has the body control to finish when he's in that tight. I'm not sure what happened there.
He kicks to Hart. From 13, and he hits the jump shot. Clark, it doesn't do any good to get to the line if you're only going to hit one of the 2 free throws.
You're exactly right, Kevin. You don't want the hack-a-shack strategy to be a way for a team to beat you. You want it to be a last resort strategy.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. True contact on the shot.
Yeah, the defender draped all over.
Pretty plain and simple. Got him good there.
The Timberwolves have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
And as a club, they're kind of in the middle of the pack in the NBA in terms of their free throw shooting, about 76%.
And Kevin, it's something they've been working very hard to correct and to change. I mean, they know how important it is to fix that inability at the free throw line.
Here's Levine after the made shot from Fry. Levine kicks to Martin. Got a nice one there from Levine.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. And the shot is good. Timberwolves trailed by 4. And there's the foul. It'll go on the whistle. That's his first foul. Moniunas is checked in for Houston. Risa comes in for Jones. And then for Minnesota, Gorgie Dang comes in for Nikola Beckett. And Corey Brewer's subbed in for Kevin Martin. Young dishes to Wiggins. Good on the shot. Wiggins has got 6 points.
Nice start as he's knocked down 3 of his first 4 and has hit the ground at high speed.
Now here's Fry. He's guarded closely. On the jam by Moniunas.
One of the oldest plays in basketball made that dunk possible.
That's right. A terrific screen right there, Steve. Allowed him to lose his man and rock it to the rim.
Well, don't you love to see players working together in a fundamental play? Fun to watch.
Here's Levine. The Rockets making the shot. It's hauled in by Fry.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Here's a reason, and not gonna go. He misses the first attempt on the night. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Thanks. I spoke with Minnesota's head coach for a bit. They've had a difficult time in this matchup, losing both games in the season series. And I asked him what he thought might turn things around. He said, we've got to up our intensity defensively and speed up our rotations. With our shot blocking, we can make things tough around the rim, but we also need to close out quickly on the perimeter. You guys will see how they do.
Doris, thank you. It'll be interesting to see how that defensive mindset serves them here in the first half.
Yeah, it will be, Kevin, because if they come out with the right frame of mind and they don't have much success early, the game plan's going to have to change in a big hurry.
And even so, Steve, I think the defensive approach Doris talked about is exactly the one they should employ.
Covington with the bucket.
They got themselves in front with some outstanding shooting right off the bat.
Yep, it's been a clinic at that end of the floor, no question.
36 seconds left here in the first quarter. Bean passes to Dang. Feeds to Young. The 11-footer. And that one hits back iron. Rockets leading by 8. Young with the steal. And now Young running the floor all by himself.
Yeah, he didn't even bother to wait around for any help on that break.
That was a one-man job all the way, Steve. He knew what to do with it and when.
And here is Fry. 8 points for him. To the middle. Houston shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. First free throw is good.
That's the way to move the ball.
A big group substitution here. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Moniunas. Jones comes in for Robert Covington. James Harden, he's checked in for Trevor Ariza. And it's the Wizard in for Daniels. Minnesota also with the sub. Martin's checked in for Wiggins. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Martin is the 2 with Brewer is the 3. Young is up there with Gorgie Dang. And it's Levine at the 1. Here's Levine. 24-point outing in their last game against Milwaukee.
What an extraordinary display of passing in the game, too, Kevin. Making all the right decisions offensively.
Martin with the bucket.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
And Jones has it in the corner. He dishes it to Fry. Howard at the elbow. Houston moving it around from about 19 feet. And again, the Rockets good for 2.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Here's Martin, and there's another one for the Timberwolves.
That mid-range jumper, just another one of his weapons.
Pass to Harden, and the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
Oh, he's just angling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger Clark right now.
Yeah, exactly. It's with them.
Yeah, but you don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up, though, either.
Minnesota with the ball, following the score by Houston. Levine picks to Young. Outside, Martin. 5 to shoot. Off the left rim and out.
They are really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
Not giving up too many second chance opportunities, which is always important. It's been one of the reasons they have the lead right now.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Kennedy's checked in for McCallum. And Young kicks to Brewer. Here's Dang. He's guarded by Howard. Jang dishes to Martin.
Yeah, he got whacked. Shouldn't be much debate on that one.
Yeah, that was as straightforward as it gets, guys.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Well, he rarely misses from the line. He's at 87% on the year. So as a team, you love to have him on the strike.
You know, guys, that's not quite the same success rate he had at the line last year, although it is somewhat in the neighborhood of last year's numbers.
Kanan kicks to Harden. Screen by Howard. And here's Fry for three. Goes back up. And it's Howard laying it in. Howard's got 7 points in the game.
Things have changed a little bit here in the second quarter, guys, and we're seeing them start to convert a lot of second chance opportunities.
Yeah, and I'm sure the coach has to be happy about this. I mean, the hustle underneath is paying off in a big way.
Now, here's Brewer. Right now averaging 11 points a game. Unloads from 13. That's good. The Houston lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Thaddeus Young.
The mid-range jumper becomes a pretty high percentage shot for him when he has that kind of space.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Hi, Kevin. The Wizard in their last time out against the Heat was simply terrific. He ended with 31 points, and the basket seemed pretty big to him. He didn't miss a whole lot all night. Numbers like that make you anxious to see what he can do next time out.
All right, Doris, thank you. He played at a level that very few players are capable of playing, Clark.
Yeah, I agree. I was just glad I got a chance to witness it. It's always such a special night when a player of his caliber gets so locked in and focused.
And, you know, in an 82-game season with so much talent, every once in a while, everything's going to click. And that was definitely the case that night.
On the basket by Jones.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
I agree. They need more energy in the post, maybe some double teaming. They've got to get their defense in gear.
Stupendous rush to the rim and a mighty slam on the end of it.
But through the teeth of some pretty soft D. I can't help but say that.
Well, let's see how that impacts things here. Because those kinds of plays sometimes can be game changers on both sides.
And the
Hey guys, listen up. We've got a good lead.
No slowing him down, just some incredible numbers for the Wizard. 15 points and a block.
I had no idea we'd be seeing a performance like this one today.
Totally dominant. I mean, pure domination.
our second half of basketball and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And so in the game for the Rockets, Terrence Jones is down low with Howard. Is it out there with Harden, and it's Covington in at the 3 spot. Harden, that's good. Harden's got the first basket of the third quarter for Houston.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, this offense is going to be there for them.
Pekovic with a screen on Howard. Martin, the Rockets pull it in. Jones has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Covington kicks to Fry. And there's the pass to Howard. No good from Fry.
Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
Here's Martin. The Rockets pull it in. Howard's got 6 rebounds in the game.
And offensively, they have yet to hit a shot. Slow start here to the second half.
And Fry slams it in. Nice option determination that time. Clark to get to the rim.
We know he can bounce, and right there an example of how dangerous he is when he's got to pass to the hoop.
And you love the versatility, guys. Being a point guard, and in this situation, they tack on 2 more points, expanding the lead in a pretty deflating way for the defense.
Here's Pekovic. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for 1 more.
Maybe with that, the lid on this basket will be lifted for him.
Minnesota shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. Now, here's Fry. 13. And it's Houston with another.
The second half has started quite well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Well, Kevin, during that Minnesota's head coach had some words for his team. He said their plan was run their offense through Wiggins. The coach is looking for him to take on a lot of responsibility when they've got the ball, to be a leader at the offensive end. Well, they need to make something happen before the start of the fourth quarter, and maybe those changes will do the trick, Kevin.
Thanks again, Doris. Here's Wiggins. James Harden picking up that last basket. Shot's good from Young. Houston leading by 8. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Here's Fry. The rebound by Young. Young's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Here's Levine. Martin wide open. He fires. They get the rebound. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him. Martin's got 13. Rockets have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. They set the pick. Outside, Jones. No good off the front iron.
Well, as far as jump shots go, that's as high percentage as it gets.
I'm not sure how that didn't go down.
In the corner, it's Martin. Shoots from the baseline. That doesn't go either for Martin.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Now, Fry. He's got 17. Jones, the best to Harden. Shot clock at 6. Here's Howard. That misses off the back.
Well, they'll give him that shot. He doesn't have the most reliable jump shot in the world. We know that.
That's good. The Houston lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Pekovic.
I'd say that shot was well within his range.
You think so? I mean, I was pretty good from 2 feet and in myself. That's a gimme there.
Here's Covington. Jones kicks to Howard. The Rockets shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And their success rate from the street this season.
2 shots. Timberwolves trailed by 10. The dish to Wiggins. Kicks to Brewer. Pekovic passes to Brewer. He shoots again, and Pekovic with the lay-in. Pekovic has got it back down to single digits for Minnesota.
You got to put bodies on the glass right there. They just are not getting it done on the board.
Yeah, they've got to do a much better job of going harder than that to the glass.
And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
This was an exceptional pass, guys, and we see the result. Hits it in stride, and bam, the slam dunk.
Rockets leading by 8. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the 4th. They've got Martin. Zhang is out there with Wiggins. And there's Pekovic. And it's Brewer and it's Patuska. And that one's good. 12 points for Andrew Wiggins.
Defense pretty much helpless there, stopping that layup. I think too much of a mismatch in terms of height.
Cannon kicks to Fry. The teardrop falls in. Fry's got 19 points.
Looks like he may have been showboating a little bit at the end of that one.
Martin dishes to Pekovic. This is it to Wiggins. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That is good.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Houston in the lead. A few possessions into the 4th quarter, just over a minute played. Unloads from 9, and again it will go. Basket is good from Fry. He's got 21.
Wow, such a steady hand. He's the one responsible for getting them this late lead.
Can't argue with that at all, Steve. His shooting percentage has been off the charts.
And that one's good. Pekovic.
Boy, the deeper we get into this game, the more offense we're seeing.
And that goes for both teams, Steve. Everybody firing on all cylinders right now.
There's the pick. Fry, good. Fry's got 6 in the quarter.
So the pick worked really well there. Nice job taking it right to the 10 for the layup.
Martin, the pass to Pekovic. In low to Martin. The shot will not go. And is Houston the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. And stolen by Wiggins. And here we go. Wiggins heading to the...
Oh, man, that was unreal.
Mark it up. You know, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult while they're trailing.
Yeah, but still, you know what? A magnificent move to the rim.
Agreed. Guys, look, I don't know what the score is. That's the play we're all going to remember from this game.
And Fry kicks to Jones. And stolen by Pekovic. And there's the foul. It'll go on the whistle. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Rockets making a change here. Howard's checked in. Young's checked in for the Timberwolves. Dean comes in for Corey Brewer. Martin kicks to Wiggins. And he gets it to go. Wiggins has got 12 points here in the second half.
And yeah, they're moving the ball now. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assistant buckets.
Steve, nothing makes a coach smile as much as pure, selfless teamwork.
And Fry slams it in. The defense looking a little bit dazed now. A ferocious throw down there.
Not bad for a player of his size.
Not bad at all. How about that spring coming out of those legs?
Here's Levine, guarded by Fry. Second chance effort, and Pekovic puts it in. Pekovic has got 4 points in the quarter.
Love the way he fought for that putback. You know, he's willing to put in a lot of hard work in this game, no doubt about that.
Fry dishes to Harden. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. And he drills it. Beautiful release there from Fry. Fry has got 28 points for the game. Timberwolves trailed by 7. Levine kicks to Young. He feeds it to Martin. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Out to the right wing. Launches a 3. And Wiggins with the basket on the assist from Kevin Martin. And that's now 21 points for Andrew Wiggins. Now, here's Fry. Not a lot of room. And it's slammed in by Howard.
A one-hand slam is so sweet, but it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
Well, that's part of what makes him unique, that combination polish.
Trevor Ariza's checked in for Houston. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to listen in on the Timberwolves head coach talking to his team. He told us, guys, I know we can do this, fellas. Let's maximize every possession and get after it. And just watch. Things will go our way. Kevin?
Thanks again, Doris. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Rockets.
Boy, defensively, they've played with high energy level, guys. And all the steals we've seen, really a result of that aggressiveness.
Yeah, I think you also have to give them a lot of credit for how well they've risen up to meet shooters to challenge shots in this game. A lot of blocked shots tonight.
Howard misses.
Just wide open. He's got to convert that shot, guys.
Here's Levine, guarded by Fry. Martin wide open. He fires. No good from outside.
Hard work on the glass once again, fellas. They put a lot of effort into their rebound.
Well, you get more rebounds, you get more possession, more shots at the hoop. And oftentimes that decides the game.
And he gets the bucket.
So it looks like just playing the last bit of this game out in what should be a nice win here for the Rockets.
And Clark, we got to see a display of offensive prowess in this one that got it done. High-scoring game.
Well, basket after basket, they were in attack mode all game long.
And for the year now, they'll ramp up their win total to an even 40.
In the season finale between these two teams, they will have once again broken the spirit of their opponent. finishing the season series with 3 wins, no losses against the Timberwolves.
You look at the stats and you'll see just how dominant a game this was for the Wizard. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket just seems to be incredibly wide.
Well, guys, for a point guard, he can punch it.
Yes, sir. I mean, that would have been unheard of about a decade and a half ago, Kevin, seeing a guy bounce like that at his side.
Good point.
Times have changed, though, guys. We got guards all over the league who can play way above the rim.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Wiggins with it. And he gets it to go.
And he's made the most of his chances, hasn't he? Really needs to continue to work for those good looks.
So we see